This is the Take It Easy Morning Show, saying a big good morning and Lava once again to all our beautiful listeners tuning into our Facebook Live. Just as promised, we have our special guest in this morning on our live. I'd like to say a big good morning to our girl Lumepa-Rose Young tuning in right now. Good morning.
Morning.
Well, guys, you might be wondering, yes, Mepa was on Some Observer and her story has been out. She has been, I'm just going to do a little breakdown. Ducks, Robert Louis Stevenson 2021, school valedictorian. And of course, right now she's studying over there at the National University of Samoa. The big news, though, that she found out that she got accepted into Princeton University over there in the States. Wow. I remember the last time I was accepted. It's been a while now. But tell us a little bit more about yourself, Mepa. Tell us where you are here in Samoa.
Yes, so I am 17 years old. I hail from the villages of Vaisala Savai and Solo Solo. And, I'm really excited to be here talking with you.
Nice. And of course, the big news, Princeton University. How did it feel when you received that information?
Yeah, I was really, really surprised, and I was really honored to be, accepted into a university like this. I remember I found out and I was just, I think a couple of minutes I was in shock. And then I started, jumping up and down, and I was telling all my family, hey, I got accepted. So
let's go.
Yeah. I was really, really honored, but, I'm super grateful as well to the people who helped me, achieve this. So my family, the school, I'm really grateful for them. And, I know I wouldn't be able to achieve it without them.
That's right. If you guys don't know, if you're wondering, Princeton University, where is that? Well, Princeton University is a world-renowned research university, and Princeton seeks to achieve the highest level of distinction in the discovery and transmission of knowledge and understanding. Wow, that's the real deal.
Yeah.
So what are you hoping to study when you get there? Are you still going to study pre-law and stuff like that? Philosophy?
Yeah, I am. I'm still planning on studying pre-law. As I said in my written interview, I am an aspiring judge. So I really want to get into the law field, and I think majoring in philosophy is a great way to do that.
Nice.
So, yeah.
So you did your what is it? I was gonna say you did time. That sounds over there at the judiciary system. You were an intern there. How long was that?
It was very short. It was only 2 weeks. It was for my end of year work experience with Robert Louis. But I think that was kind of my light bulb moment. I was like, yep, I definitely want to be a lawyer. I shadowed a few court registers in the court, so I got to talk to judges. I saw how lawyers really conducted themselves in court, and I really thought, you know what, I think this is the place for me. So I'm really grateful they let me internship there. I don't think they had done that before, but everyone was very welcoming, and they kind of taught me the ropes on how everything works in the judiciary system.
Was that always a dream to become a lawyer or a judge? Or did you start being inspired while being here in Samoa?
It was more of a gradual thing. I think as a young girl, I really loved those crime shows like, Law and Order, Judge Judy. I really loved those shows. But then as I got into school, I really loved debates. So it was really gradual. And I was like, oh yeah, I think laws, that's what I want to study.
Do you know who would really enjoy hearing that is the Prime Minister, Auntie Fiame. She's celebrating her birthday today. She's always talking about more younger women achieving greatness in that field. So that'd be pretty cool. She watches this. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Also, besides from education, I know that you're a big fan of sports. You were a part of the Robert Louis. Was it track team? You were.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was such a great experience. We made it to Champ of Champs. So I think that was, the first time in a really long time that a girls relay team had made it to Champ of Champs. So, me and my girls, we were very proud of ourselves, and I loved the energy at Champ of Champs. It was so fun. Even at zones, the chanting, everything, that was really great.
Nice. Heard you guys broke some records, huh?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
But malo lava Mipa, malo lava to our interview, the kickoff of our interview this morning. We'll be back with more to all our listeners out there tuning in to our live and on our radio station. Marisua, if you have any questions you'd like to ask Mipa this morning, 104, send us a text. But right now, we're going to head back into more music. Keep it locked right here, the Take It Easy Morning Show. How's it going? Fun Fancy Friday here at iSpy Radio. That's right. Whatever's stressing you out or fun investing your mind, hey, it's a brand new day, baby. We got to go make that money and finish strong. Well, if you're just tuning in, we are talk back with our girl Lumepa this morning. Of course, we're also on our Facebook Live. Big shout out to everybody watching our live right now. Malola Valenita. I was just talking with Lumepa offline of how long she will be going when she leaves for the States. And you said 4 years, huh?
Yeah, a long time. Yeah.
So like that 4 years, and then what's the next step? You see if you get into
law school. Yeah. So the next, I would have a undergraduate, a bachelor's degree, and then after that, I'm hopefully going to transfer to law school.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be very exciting, though.
Yeah, it will be. I know. I'm very excited.
Some of the other work that you're quite busy with at the moment, you said you're an ambassador for Live in Nation, and you guys have been putting out a lot of work for the younger people of how they can write poems expressing themselves. How has that been this year?
Yeah, I really think literacy is really important, especially when you're growing up. It's a really great way to express yourself, and I think Live in Nation, it gives a chance for kids to do that. They, when you're writing, you can talk about anything, whether it's school, your culture, sports, just anything you're passionate about. And I think there's a lot of talent here in Samoa. I know with some of the poems and some of the short stories I've read, people, kids especially, they have a really great way of wording things. And, I love how it's had such a positive response. And,
that's good.
Yeah.
I always write my poem. Have you come across my poem?
No. Give it a...
Oh, ouch. But of course, we asked our listeners to send in some of their questions and this morning, and we received some questions that came in. One of the questions is, what's your favorite novel? Are you a big fan of reading? Yeah?
Yes. If you ask anyone who knows me, they will tell you I'm a total book nerd. So I have tons of books and I love reading. I can't narrow it down to just one, but I have three who, really stand out to me. So one is the Percy Jackson series. That was kind of, it started out my love for reading. So that will always have a really, special place in my heart. Another is The Book Thief. That is, if you're looking for a good cry, just a good sob, I would suggest that book. It's really beautifully written, and
nice.
I reread it all the time. And then my third favorite is probably Emma by Jane Austen. It's a kind of classic. So the language is a little bit hard to understand, but once you really get into it, it's hilarious. So I really love that book as well.
Another one, it says, are you a big fan of films?
Yes, I am. So especially, Marvel movies, I'm really a big fan of.
Yeah, do you follow the MCU?
Yes, I do. There's so many good movies coming out, in the later years, so I'm really excited for that. But my favorite movie of all time, I think it'll definitely be Legally Blonde. With Elle Woods, I loved her character, how she was super girly and she loved dressing up. I love dressing up, but at the end of the day, she still went in court and she was still, solving all these cases. So I really loved her character.
Wait, is that the one with Reese Witherspoon?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's this part, I think it was at the end of the last movie, and she's giving her valedictorian speech.
Yeah.
And then she says, most importantly, you must always have faith in yourself. So I think that really stuck with me when I was watching it as a little girl. And when I rewatched it, that's half of the journey, is really believing you can do something.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Well, very wise words this morning, dedicated to not only the kids, but everyone. Oh man, your family's going to miss you when you go. 4 years, that's a long time.
Yeah, I know. But, we have Zoom.
That's right, yeah.
So I think I'll be okay.
You'll be okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You were there, you guys were there in the States before you came,
Yes, yeah, we were for a little bit, but we wanted to come back to home, to Samoa. So it's really nice being here with my family here.
Well, we're having a blast interviewing our girl Lumepa-Rose Young this morning. Of course, le foi usama watala fa pe fa manuei na foi le tamaitai le vanoi o ngai tunu mau. But we just have a few more questions, Mepa, before we let you go. One of the questions that were sent in this morning is, what's your favorite quote and who's your role model? Where do you get your inspiration from?
Yeah, so people who really inspired me are my grandmothers. I'm actually named after them. So Lumepa-Rose, that's two of my grandmother's names. And they're really inspirational women. They're very strong. They always taught me to keep my eye on the prize and go for what I want. So they've really helped me in my journey to achieving getting into an Ivy League institution. As for my favorite quote, I think it's definitely "Don't be afraid to fail." It was said by Michelle Obama, who is actually a Princeton alumna. So that was really great to figure out. But I think I always keep that in the back of my mind. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, so I'm always kind of, iffy. I'm like, oh, I need to get this right the first time. And I think a lot of kids think that as well. But, failure is a part of life. It's a part of everyone's journey. And I think failing is a really good way to learn a lot of lessons. So, yeah.
Nice. That's very beautiful. One of the other questions that was sent to this morning, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? What's the plan? Man, that's a pretty hard question. It's like, I don't even know what I'm doing next week.
Yeah, 10 years. So, man, I'll be 27. I'm getting kind of old, but in 10 years, I'll probably be done with school. So I'll be a practicing lawyer, and like I said in my interview, I'm working towards being a judge. So I know that will be a tough journey, but I'm really excited to face those challenges and learn a lot of new things. So 10 years down the road, yeah, hopefully that's what I'll be doing.
Oh, can't wait. And one more question before we head out for today. Vasily, the question is, wait, where's my question? Do you have any final words to give out to all the listeners out there, or somebody who's really struggling, trying to get around school or trying to get around work and just really want to achieve their dream? Any inspiration do you like to share with us?
Yeah, just keep pushing. I think that's the best advice I could give anyone. It is tough. I know it's tough. There's some days where I'm just like, you know what, I want to go to sleep. I don't really feel like doing this right now. But at the end of the day, hard work does pay off. So, make sure you have a great support system. I know that really helped me. So just finding people you can lean on and trust. That's what I would say to anyone who's really struggling right now, is keep pushing.
Thank you very much, Mepa, for those kind and wise words this morning shared to all our listeners. Well, all the best for today. You have a blessed Friday. Thank you for jumping on Aspire Radio and sharing your story with everyone. But
thank you. Bye. See you.
Bye.